Okay, I'd like to officially welcome all of you to our fourth pool well club rally for pool funding. So our fourth well club rally for pool funding. We're super excited. I think we got an image for that. So uh, okay, I'm gonna go into Telegram. So here it is, and we're celebrating this moment together on Saturday, May 24th. Of the year 2025 at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The point of this Zoom call is to get and hold one of the top 50 spots on the holders list of any of our four pool funding coins to be a well and a member of the club. Club members will enjoy perks, benefits, rewards, and special access ongoing worth an estimated value of over $100 million over the next 20 years. Cost of membership is very low at this time. See the table below and capture one of these bargains today. So when making the poster earlier, PFI was 2,231. The cost of becoming a well, if you had no PFI and you need to buy in, you need about $255 to be a well. Okay. PFB price was $13,069, and the cost of being a well, $279. PFS was 60,231 at the time, and that's getting a little harder. The cement is drying here for who's going to be the well in PFS. Because if you don't have any PFS, it would take $10,203 to bump out number 50. And then PFG at the time of the making of the poster was 778, 881, and the cost to become a well, $424. So to me, this is super bargains. These aren't going to last much longer. This is pretty much it. There's three stages to market price development. First thing we're going to do is we're going to hit our target. So PFI, our target is 500,000. PFB, our target is 1 million. PFS, our target is 2 million. And PFG, our target is $4 million. So step one, hit our targets. Step two is create price stability, where keeping price above price floors matters. So, we need to keep the price above our floors, and that's important. That's the step that everybody's excited about, is having price stability. So it's one thing to get to the price, but we also want to hold that price and keep it high in the millions of dollars. And then step three is economic development to support price hitting new all-time highs ongoing. So as we open up our pool funding marketplace, that's going to be our economic development to begin with, and it's where people will be able to use our coins to purchase goods and services through it, and that is going to really make everything. That's the final piece. It's kind of the keystone to the operation here. Okay, step number three. All three of these are kind of like ongoing things that we do ongoing. They're going to be overlapping. I think I've got another thing here. You find it. You can see the price floors. You see if I can find it in here. There it is. So let's see here. See if I can make this bigger somehow. There we go. All right. So obviously PFI with $500,000. Okay. That's our first price target. Our second price target will be $750,000. And the price floor then will kick in at 250,000. And then the next price target is 1 million with a floor of $500,000. So when PFB hits 1 million, the floor will kick in of $500,000, and the new price target of 2 million will come into play, and so on and so on. By the time we get to 9 million at that point, our price target will just go up by $1 million, yeah, every time after that. So from 9 million forward, we're expecting the price target to slope slowly going up 1 million at a time. And these coins are destined to be worth, tens of millions of dollars per coin, each one of them. Even PFI is destined to get there to that point. All right, so put that up here. All right, I'm going to go back to our charts. Let's take a look at our charts again. So PFI currently at $2,446. Let's refresh. Okay, so don't see movement happening there yet. PFB currently sitting at, looks like that's shooting up. It went from 13,000, now it's 18,122. Okay, so let's go to PFS. PFS is currently sitting at 57,253. It was as high as $60,422 earlier today. I'm sure we'll see that kick up again. And PFG. Refresh. It's currently at $675,713. Okay. And I will be buying some of this live during the rally, some PFG. So anybody wanting to get ahead of me before I make my purchase, feel free to do that. I will tell you the liquidity is, there's very little PFG coin in the market. Okay, so we take a look at that. If I refresh this, just kind of take a look at what's the contract is holding. Okay. There's the contract right there. And it's holding on to 0.003 PFG. Okay. And then we go to Pancake Swap, 0.001. So between the two, we're talking about 0.004. So that's 40% of 1%. Okay. So 40% of 1%, that's all of the available PFG coin available. So that's why like $100 will make the price of PFG jump $100,000. Okay. So moving it to $1 million won't take them very much. If someone wants to come in and if they're holding no PFG and they want to buy in the $400 or $500 to buy in and become one of the whales, that one person can end up driving the price well above $1 million per coin and get us back up to 2 million and then back to and then onward to our price target of $4 million on PFG. All right, I'll give you guys a chance to talk now. If anybody would like to say anything, feel free to share their excitement or about becoming a whale, being a whale. Who would like to go first? We have some whales here. I recognize some of you. So hope to hear from you guys how excited you are about being a whale.
Yeah, hi, it's Lou. I can honestly say I'm very excited. I think I've managed to put a little bit aside to get into the PFI um, list, and I'm very excited. And thank you very much. And I look forward to the future with it.
Yeah, so the price of PFI is currently around 2,200 and change, and it's heading to 500,000, very soon. Like I expect within a month it'll get there. So that's going to be a huge increase. Whatever
Beautiful,
you got in there, multiplying big time.
beautiful. I'll be excited and looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Ace.
Excellent. Anybody else want to contribute? All right. All right. Anybody want to get ahead of me before I buy into the PFG? If you say just tell me to wait. Okay. If you're buying if you haven't finished buying some PFG, anybody want to tell me to wait? No? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. PFG. PFG is going to be on the rise. So we're currently sitting at so we're back up to 710,000. So some of you have been buying it was 640. So some of you already got in. Okay, now I'm going to get in myself. I'm going to use some of the funds I've got in the guarantee for this. So tokens. All right, so I've got PFG. Okay, let's see what we can do here. So currently at 710. Connect wallet. And let's go USDT to PFG. What if I did $300? Price too high. Okay, it won't let me do this. So it's like I said, it's only holding on to about 40% of 1% of a coin. 250.
Can I buy first, boss?
Okay, hurry up.
Hold on, hold on. I'm on my way.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and buy. I won't click the buy until you say you're done.
Yes, sir.
It's not letting me do 200. I gotta do something less. So 150.
I'm just buy only $50.
Insufficient USDT balance.
Nah, it can't be right. Oh, you know what it is? I see what the problem is. Wrong wallet. Disconnect,
Yep.
disconnect, and connect. Doing a do-over. Okay, let's try this again. 300. Oh yeah, it'll let me do 300. Okay. So I can do 300. So when I think that's Rosalie is looking to buy a little bit of PFG before I do.
Oh, unknown error. What happened?
All right, so
Unknown error.
let me know when you're finished.
Yes. Yes, boss, but it is unknown. Okay, yeah, I will do again. Why it is unknown error? Error swap?
Are you using Pancake Swap or are you trying to do it on your MetaMask?
Pancake swap, boss.
PayPal?
Pancake.
Okay.
Yes, I got it.
All right. So you got in?
Yes, boss.
Okay.
That's a small one, but it around 3.5%.
All right. So it looks like you pumped it up, a little bit here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's moving now. So
Not bad.
That's my TGIF.
all right. Congratulations. So right now your ticket up to we're currently sitting at 758. So it was 755, and right down here it says 758,000. So let's see what I can do now. So let's go ahead and swap anyway. Swap. Okay. $300 of PFG. Okay, boom. That should be going through. And what did it do? Not registering on the chart yet. Yeah, the chart's really low there. Check over here. Okay, 900,000. So what do you guys think of that?
Nice.
So what did I tell you guys? 300 bucks.
Folks, let's get back over 1 million again.
Yep, I bet you
Not-
$100 would push it over 1 million. So anybody putting $100 in, push it back over 1 million. Let's try the version 2.
It's not right that it's below 1 million. Just doesn't look right whatsoever.
Let's see here, back here. The chart's a little slow. But yeah, you guys saw that it went to 900,000. So imagine that, guys. Imagine 300 bucks moving something $200,000, right? So if we take a look at the coinage here, oh, there you go. See, it just shot up right there. Okay. That's a $300 candlestick right there. From here to there. Technically there, but it came back a little bit, right? Beautiful. And then take a look. Refresh this. So 003, so that remains the same. Pancake 001. So it didn't change the fact that it's still 40%, but that 300's in this dust area. So like down here in the dust, okay? So that's where 300 bucks is buying some kind of a number down here. But all the same, it's enough to move the chart a lot. What do you guys think about how this is structured for, reaching price targets quickly? How do you guys like the structure? Getting the price target,
Impressive.
right? So don't get overwhelmed by the big numbers, $500,000, 1 million, 2 million, 4 million. They're big numbers, yes, but it doesn't take that much money for us to get to those big numbers. Have I demonstrated my point? Okay. Very clear point, right?
Never get tired of seeing that.
All right. So I'm really hoping we'll get to the PFG all the way up to that 4 million price target, just to say, hey, we got one of our targets done. Now let's get the other 3 done. And that's all it is. It's just a matter of sucking the liquidity of the pool funding coin dry. Just, as that evaporates, the USDT goes up, the pool funding coin shrinks, right? So that's how the liquidity will balance out. And so we'll end up with quite a bit of USDT to help for price stability in USDT, okay? And then and then we're gonna hopefully have a culture of people that will buy at least $1 a day in a pool funding. A lot of people are suggesting to make a mandatory thing. I don't think we'll need to do that, but if everybody just bought $1 a day in any one of the 4 coins, that's part of the price stability strategy. Because ping, ping, ping. If we had 3,000 people pinging our coins every day, whatever price they get to, it would kind of hold there a little stronger, right? And the fact is that no one should be selling, right? I mean, the whole point is to accumulate for a whole year. While you're amassing your co-founder bonus, you want to take that entire year to maximize that bonus. So you don't want to sell yourself short. When you sell $10, you're missing out on $100 you could have got on the bonus, right? And then of course on all the upside potential of the coin going up further from where it's at. So it doesn't make sense to sell at all as a member. If you're a member of Pool Funding, it makes no sense to sell at all until you've received your co-founder bonus. So that's all on purpose. So the idea is that if everybody coming in is in the accumulation mode for a year, then new people are coming in all the time. And by the time we get a year out from now, how many people do you think are going to be joining Pool Funding, Hunter, on a daily basis a year from now? If you were to take a wild ass guess, what would you think?
Well, I'd probably say somewhere in the area of, say, 10,000 a day conservatively.
Yeah, I think you're being conservative. I'd say definitely, above 10,000 a day joining every day, but we're probably looking at more like 100,000 people joining daily a year from now. So once pool funding gets to that much strength, it's going to be like a giant magnet. It's going to have the gravitational pull of a black hole. It's going to be just sucking society into it. And people are going to love it because we're going to be talking about the luxury economy and all kind of things. It's going to be a full-blown movement at that point. And when that's all happening, we got that many people coming in daily who are taking interest in our coin, and they're also trying to accumulate as much as possible to maximize probably their partnership bonus. Okay. Then all that many people coming in, then a year from now, if you choose to want to sell, you could. But at the same token, we probably already start forming partnerships, at least with private money lenders, maybe not officially banks yet, but probably with the private people, where they'd be willing to lend us private money, paper money, while holding our coin as collateral. And then you'd never have to sell. So if you got a situation where there's never a situation that makes sense to sell, it only makes sense to accumulate, and the whole world's learning about what we're doing, and they recognize that this is a project for humanity, and that this doesn't just benefit a few people, you here, not just going to benefit you, but it's going to benefit all of us and humanity. Then everybody's going to want to be a part of it and support it. And that means buying the coin and going to our marketplace, using the coin there if they want to use it. Instead of going to the market to sell the coin, they would just use the coin. This is where it's all heading. Okay. So get ready. It's we're at the very beginning. This is just number 4, our 4th rally. And we're just really starting to get the engine started. We're just turning the key right now to get the engine started right now on bringing people in to rally around these coins. But it's going to catch on, and pretty soon you're going to see that it's going to be a lot more expensive to be within the list of the top 50 holders. The price is going to go up. Right now, prices are still low. Just for one more quick review, you can still take advantage of this. We'll do another rally next week, but currently, for less than $300, you could become a whale. Okay. You can see here PFS. It's getting difficult already. If you don't have any PFS, you'll need $10,000 to become a whale in PFS. Okay. If you're not holding any of it right now. Okay. So if you are holding some, then that can help you get there, right? You just get to make up the difference to get to that into that 50th spot. But there's going to be a battleground between the top 50 holders and the holders between 51 and 100. That's going to be the battleground for holding your spot as a whale. Okay, so this is something that once you become a whale, you're going to want to pay close attention and be on top of. Trust me, you're never going to want to lose out on becoming a whale. Rewards we'll have some rewards for being a whale in the month of June. So in about a week from now, we're going to start rewarding the whales. Okay. They'll know. They'll know all about it. So if you're already a whale, you're going to find out how rewarding it is to be a whale. Okay. All right. So that's it. Thank you all for coming. And we'll go ahead and have everybody unmute, and we'll see you at the next rally.
See you at the next rally.
See you next rally.
Next time.
Have a
Bye.
great week.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Good night.